one of the key elements to engaging team and motivating teams is knowing your players. And you might say, Florian, of course that's important. Of course you need to know your players. But let me ask you, do you know what motivates each of your team members? Like if we're going to have, a lunch together, if we sit at a table and then we just, have an informal conversation, and I'm asking you, who do you have on your team? And you're telling me you have John, we have Mary, we have, Maria. And tell me, what do you think motivates Mary? So many times, leaders that I asked, they didn't know to tell me. Because I asked them, what do they talk about when they talk about their spare time? How do they spend their spare time? And you as a leader, if you don't know how your team members spend their free time, then you actually don't know much about them. Because when you know how they spend their free time, you know what it's important for them outside of work. You know what their hobbies, you know where their passion is, right? You know that someone that spends time with their family, right, and spends time with people, you will know that they will be more likely to be more motivated and they will value more something that will help them spend more time. So for example, someone might want to be, might be in a situation where they want to build a house, buy a car. They might be very well motivated by money, right? But someone building a family, and if their situation has changed, since the pandemic, or since the last time, you've been together in the office, or maybe over the summer, their focus might change. So there will be a shift in their values, and that way they might value something different right now than they used to value before. So here is the thing. As people, we many times have these blind spots where we are kind of, we are not aware that the other person and the people that we're leading, the people that we're motivating, the people that we're working with might not value the same things we value. That's the same when we look at different personality styles, when we take, teams through assessments, we see the individual values and we see the group values. And many times we see that, the group values are actually a sum of the individual values. So as a leader, you cannot just be happy with knowing your group values and, my group, I think they like this and they value that, right? That might not be enough, because when you work with individuals and when you work one-on-one with individuals, you have to know what Mary values, what John values, and can I bring that value to them? Can I actually do something to make them feel more valuable for the company, for the team? And that's where really, the key lies, when you're able to motivate and engage the person based on their values, their strengths, their personality, their communication style. That's when you speak their language. But not so many do it, because it's not easy, it needs work. You need to know, you need to assess your team. You need to have some help, some objective views, some objective tools. And that's why we've developed this set of personality assessment based on the DISC methodology, where we take teams through that kind of assessment and we see what values, what behavior do we have on the team. And then we sit with leaders, with managers, and we coach them through the process to how can they, increase the value that they offer to each of the team members, so the team member at its turn, they actually bring more value to the table. So it's a win-win situation. So if you're curious about this, check the link on this post. I'm going to share on a Back to Business masterclass, on a Back to Business seminar. I'm going to share 6 ways you can engage your team, a formula that we have created, and I'm going to share more about how you can use personality assessment to, motivate and engage your teams. And if you're curious, check that link, make sure you register, and I look forward to see you there. Take care. Bye-bye.